Look for a church that is doing something for the community. Look and see what churches are actually out there into the community and is actually giving back, is actively giving back. And if you're getting with a church that is just starting up, you have to feed into your church for it to take root and take form, and for it to build and to build into a building. There are churches that are trying to build just so they can get to a building and they can begin to give to the community. There are churches who, I am specifically talking about Christian churches here, but there are churches that have, they have schools for kids. They actually have schools for kids so that you can actually have your child in a school that is Christian with Christian beliefs, so that you don't have to worry about your kids being subjected to things that you don't want your kids to be subjected to. My mom didn't have any, say so or approval to a lot of movies that we watched in public schools or that we watched in schools in general. I'm not here to go over like what schools are doing because I haven't really been keeping up with the schools, but I am here to say that if you want something to take form, you have to feed into it. And sometimes, it might take a while before something gets into fruition. So tithing is, I know that a lot of people don't like to tithe because they don't like to see their money go down. But if it's $5 or $20 or $10, that those finances still do help. They add up. So with that being said, tithing is not a horrible thing to get into. It's actually a very righteous thing to get into. I started to reconsider tithing whenever I read the book of Acts and I saw how it was so beneficial and done right if with the book of Acts in the first church, the churches that were formed. And it wasn't until later that people began to see money going into the church that they began to try and get their hands into the church. So pay attention to what the church is doing, what they're giving back, and how they treat their people, and making sure that you are, being treated well, and that you're being treated good as well. Like you feel like you're part of a community. You feel like you're part of an assembly